In the heart of Lagos, behind bright lights and booming deals, lies a truth no one dares to speak. What happened to Chris could happen to anyone. The rain had stopped, but Ikeja still wore the wet scent of Lagos, concrete soaked in old water, Danfo horns blaring without mercy, and hawkers weaving between crawling traffic like restless spirits. On that particular Tuesday morning, Chris had no clue his name would soon be whispered across Computer Village like a fable. The kind of story that begins with one man chasing big dreams and ends with every shopper side-eyeing the next friendly face offering a discount. But Lagos had always been that way. Sweet one moment, savage the next. Chris Chukwuma was the kind of man who turned heads without trying. Neat trim beard, skin the shade of roasted almonds, and the kind of confidence only Lagos hustlers wore like a second skin. 37, unmarried, and dangerously ambitious. He had tried everything. Barbing, mini importation, ride-hailing, even forex trading during the 2020 lockdown. But nothing had stuck. His rent in Iana Ipaja was 2 months late, and Mama Yugo, the Agboro landlady, had already stopped greeting him. But that morning, Chris had woken with a certainty he couldn't explain. A dream had come to him. A small shop tucked between bustling tech stalls in Computer Village. He was selling imported phones, accessories, smartwatches, and custom power banks. The customers in the dream kept coming. Foreigners, senators' kids, tech brothers. His hands never stopped counting naira. He woke up sweating, grinning, and muttering, "Nah, this one go click." By afternoon, Chris was pacing between plazas in Computer Village, phone in one hand, jotter in the other. He had no real money, just 350k from the last savings and a 500k loan he was expecting from a cooperative. But he moved like a man scouting for a 10 million naira space. That was when he met Kunal. Kunal had a smooth mouth. Too smooth. Like he was born inside a persuasion class. Tall, lean, with gold-plated chains dancing over his white kaftan. His handshake was firm, eyes alert, and he spoke with that hushed authority that made you feel like you were being let into a secret. "You want rent shop for here?" he asked. Chris nodded, his spirit rising. "Follow me. I get one just day free last week. Guy no fit pay again. Day inside plaza way day hot like fire, back-to-back customers." They walked. Down one alley, past women frying puff-puff and shouting, "Original screen guard," then into a narrow building with peeling paint and a metal staircase that echoed with every step. The shop was small but well-positioned, second floor, corner view, power socket, sliding door. Chris's chest swelled. This was it. "How much be the rent?" he asked, voice trembling with both hope and caution. 1.8, but he go collect 1.5 because say I talk to am. Plus agent fee, agreement, small settlement for union boys. Just bring like 2M sharp. Chris's spirit crashed. But Kunal noticed. He smiled. "You fit pay part. Bring 500 now, balance M in 2 weeks. I go hold M for you." That was how Chris paid the first 500k that very day. No receipt. Just trust and that wicked Lagos belief that everything will somehow work out. The next 2 weeks moved like a blur. Chris borrowed, begged, and pawned his wristwatch. He moved in, stocked 5 iPhones, 10 Infinix, 30 cases, and a display glass for effect. He printed flyers. Did TikTok ads. By third week, customers started coming. Mostly referrals, but still, cash was flowing. Until one morning, a man stormed in with 2 uniformed men. "Who dey here? Who be Chris?" Chris looked up, confused. "Oga, you dey sell for my shop." Chris blinked. "Your shop ko? Na Kunal rent am to me." "Which Kunal?" the man barked. "This shop belonged to my late brother." "You go explain yourself to Area F." Within hours, Chris's shop was sealed. Phone seized. The little cash he kept in the drawer vanished. Connell's number switched off. His Instagram page deleted. Like smoke. It didn't end there. Chris slept at the station. Got released after paying a settlement fee of $50,000 to avoid court. He returned to Yana Ipaja broke, beaten, and boiling with shame. For weeks he didn't leave his room. The noise from the generator outside became unbearable. His eyes darkened. He knew he had to find Connell. And he did. Not where you'd expect. It was during a wedding reception in Suralire. A cousin dragged him along. Chris was sipping Sprite and trying to avoid pity stares when he saw him, Connell, laughing beside a man in Agbada, holding a phone and negotiating. Chris charged. It took 5 men to hold him. But the damage was done. Connell disappeared again. Months passed. Chris started hawking screen protectors just to eat. But something in him snapped. He began collecting stories, other victims. He started a TikTok page, Scammed in Computer Village. The stories were shocking. One woman lost $4M on fake shop invoice. A boy paid $200,000 for AirPods only to get AirBuds. Chris turned his pain into content. His page blew up. Followers tripled. He got interviews. Invited on radio. He wasn't selling phones anymore, he was selling truth. He was a whistleblower. Then one DM came in. I know where Connell is. He's moved to Alupaju. Same scam. Tech Plaza behind the old bank. He's using a new name, Sei. Chris didn't blink. He called a journalist, arranged a sting with undercover cameras. This time, they caught everything, Connell collecting cash from 3 different tenants for one shop. The video went viral. Police arrested Connell the next day. But Lagos being Lagos, he was out within 2 weeks. Still, the damage to his face was done. His reputation, ruined. Chris never got his money back. But something else happened. A tech startup reached out. Said they loved what he was doing. Offered him a PR contract to train people on avoiding fraud. Then a small grant to start a legit listing platform for verified gadget sellers. By the following year, Chris had rented a proper shop. Legal papers. CCTV. Verified label. His platform, Safe Shop Naija, became a trusted tag in Ikeja. And the story began to flip. Mothers brought their sons to Chris for guidance. Corpers asked to intern under him. And the man who once couldn't afford lunch was now invited to speak at Unilag seminars. But still, every morning, he stood at his shop door, eyes scanning faces, searching for another Connell in disguise. Because Lagos had no shortage of wolves. And that's why you must watch this, before you come to live in Lagos. Because one man's cautionary tale may just save your hard-earned coin. Thank you for following this story. It is my prayer that this story reach out to those people that need it. I believe by sharing this story I might be saving someone, maybe 1 or 2 people. I want you to share this story out. Share it with your friends, family, church and everywhere so that people will not fall victims. What lessons have you learned in the story? I would like to read you comment in the comments box, and remember to give this story a thumbs up and please subscribe to this channel if you have not subscribed till I bring you another Real Stories. Real Lagos. New truths every week. Bye.